Well, I'm excited to be here and listening to all the work and interests that you guys have with kind of the objective of trying to figure out how we might be able to better partner, especially with the academia community. I'm with the US Geological Survey, and as an agency, we are a science non-regulatory agency under the Department of Interior. The USGS covers a broad reach of different science topics, including volcanoes and hurricanes, earthquakes, in addition to the biological sciences, environmental health. I'm from the Michigan-Ohio Water Science Center. Our focus is on water resources. Each center is located usually in the state capital, but most states have a water center with the focus of really being able to deal with that state's local water issues. There are parts of the country where water use, water availability is a big issue. Others where water quality is a larger issue. Here in Michigan, we deal with both water quantity and water quality. So our office has water quality, water quantity, in particular for groundwater, surface water, and the interaction of the two. We're a partner-driven agency. We work with state, local entities. We also have opportunities to work with universities and other organizations out there with the direct of providing science, not creating any regulatory or policy, but providing science to those who are charged with managing our state's water resources. We partner with our national program office. We've got several national scale programs that we can bring to the table to help you address maybe the issues that you're dealing with. Data collection, all of our data is publicly available, and we're trying to do this as more real time as possible. So as data is being analyzed from our labs, it's already automatically being populated to our databases, which you have access to. It's not always easy to access our database because it is very robust. So if you ever got questions, feel free to give me a call. We'll walk you through it. So I kind of put up a couple links of some of our larger programs that we work quite significantly with. The National Stream Flow Information, Stream Gauge Network across the nation. In Michigan, we have a large network here that we use for predicting floods. Then we have also a real-time water quality monitoring program. So we have sensors at a lot of these stations that are collecting data every 15 minutes. A lot of the major tributaries to the Great Lakes, we're looking at nutrients. So what's the correlation between turbidity and phosphorus, for example. We've got the National Water Quality Assessment Program, otherwise known as NAQUA, and also Water Use Data and Research Program. The heart of what we do, though, is our cooperative water program. As an agency, we probably function more similar to you here at the university, and that is we don't get appropriated dollars to fund our research or our science or our data collections. We actually partner through our cooperative water program. These are dollars, these are matching dollars that we're bringing to the table to address issues. Right now we work with several entities. We've just finished a large study that we worked with Grand Valley State University and a watershed group to look at nutrient loadings in their lake and where were the major sources coming from, and if they have to address them, what would be the best course of action. We're also very interested in the chemical constituents in rivers and streams. These are emerging contaminants in some cases and legacy contaminants in others. We've got a microbial program that's looking at pathogens, antibiotic resistance, trying to do this more on a regional scale, but there are some very local interests. And then some groundwater, surface water interaction studies as well. And I'm going to end with this. This is what we're looking at is the edge of field to open lake. And here's where I think this is really where to reaching out to you, and where I'm kind of looking where connections we can make, because this is a system that we're looking at. So when we talk about harmful algal blooms in the Great Lakes or Lake Erie, we're talking about nutrients that are coming from a very large landscape. How can we really manage that? And it's almost impossible for any one of us to do that. So there are pieces to this puzzle that we want to work with partners to try to fill in. Do I have time still? Okay. So there's no way I could possibly talk about all the different sciences that we do, but I did bring a fact sheet that really does go a little bit more detail on the different studies we have in Michigan if anyone is interested.